When your in-laws treat your home like a hotel, is it wrong to want a do not disturb sign? Let's dive into this family drama. I live in a suburb of a large city, while my in-laws live about 3.5 hours south in a small town. They visit frequently for doctor appointments, shopping, or just to spend time with us. Sometimes there's a month between their visits, but other times they're here almost every weekend. I love my husband and my in-laws, but I'm starting to feel like our home is a hotel. They could afford to stay in a hotel, but they prefer staying with us. My mother-in-law loves to cook, and I used to feel pressured to prepare big meals to avoid seeming lazy. Now, I just suggest takeout to my husband because I'm exhausted from hosting. I also find myself compulsively cleaning before their visits, which is overwhelming. Our house is nearly 5,000 square feet, and I deep clean everything, including the baseboards, because I can't stand the thought of them seeing any dirt. It's a self-imposed standard, especially since their own house isn't spotless, but I can't seem to let it go. My husband helps with the cleaning, but he rushes through it, and I feel guilty complaining since he's at least trying. This constant open-door policy has become a major issue in our marriage. Having my mother-in-law, father-in-law, and 2 sisters-in-law stay so often makes me feel like our home isn't even mine anymore. For context, my parents live just 20 minutes away and visit frequently, but they don't stay overnight. They come for a few hours, bring food, help clean up, and sometimes even assist with house projects. My in-laws, on the other hand, leave their plates in the sink after dinner as their way of helping. My husband does help me clean up after meals, but I feel like I'm being rude when I pull him away from his family to do so. My husband says I should be as welcoming to his family as he is to mine, but it's not the same. My parents visit briefly, help out, and leave. His family stays for entire weekends, adding to my workload. As a stay-at-home mom, I feel like the state of the house and meals reflects on me, which makes their visits extra stressful. My husband insists his family doesn't care, but I feel like they judge me, not him, since he's their golden boy. To complicate things, one of my sisters-in-law is living with us for 5 months while she's in school. I agreed to this to be kind, even though I'm an introvert. Now, I'm worried their visits will become even more frequent, and my husband struggles to say no. The biggest issue is that my mother-in-law doesn't take hints. Even when we're clearly exhausted, or when my husband tries to subtly avoid another visit, she keeps asking until he gives in. He doesn't really want them here so often either, but he's afraid of hurting her feelings. She gets upset easily, and instead of setting boundaries, he agrees to their visits and leaves me to handle the stress. So, what's the right move? Should I ask my husband to limit their stays and risk offending them? He's hesitant, and it's causing a lot of tension between us. I think 1 overnight visit per month is perfectly fair, but he says he can't tell them that. Am I the a-hole? What do you think, viewers? Is she the a-hole for wanting to set boundaries with her in-laws, or is she justified in needing some space? Drop your judgment in the comments below and let us know how you'd handle this situation. If you enjoyed this story, give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching.